There is a billionaire named Ike Perlmutter who was one of the primary investors, and I don't remember his exact title, whether it was owner or what, of Marvel. He certainly helped it come out of bankruptcy, so there's that for him, but he came from the toy business side. And he was, to say it very simply, very racist and very sexist. And a lot of the things that he would do was because they were thinking about the action figure sales. He was like, nobody wants to buy action figures of people of color, and nobody wants to buy action figures of women. So if you look back of the period of, I want to say, at least 20 years or so, there were barely any action figures of any of those characters of that type. It was mostly male action figures. And as a result, he would really push that hard, both the comics division, as well as the movies, as well as the video games, etc. He just didn't want them on screen because he thought white men are the only people who are buying this stuff. That's what I want, to the exclusion of everybody else. That is statistically and categorically untrue. Just it is provably untrue in terms of what the audience for these things are. But he would not be swayed, and he had the most power in the company for a very long time. Eventually, after the Disney bought the company, he clashed with Disney a ton of times. Ultimately, we don't have exact reporting about this, but I believe like it was a combination of Bob Iger, who was once again CEO of Disney, and Kevin Feige essentially pushed him out like of the company. He was fired by the company, but this took a really long time. And this was probably, I don't remember the exact year, but it was after Disney bought Marvel in 2019. So we're talking a period of like 2 decades here where he was controlling this stuff. And I think you could draw a very specific line to that's why Storm was backburnered completely in the movies. That's why she was not in this game, is really because of one guy and the culture that he created and perpetuated in the company.